In response to criticism that brands like Target have completely scaled back their Pride celebrations, CEO Brian Cornell states, "Reporters and my wife need to leave the past in the past. What we did a few years ago was a phase and we have since been delivered. Not that it's any of your business, but if you must know, we've been working extensively with my local pastor and haven't even thought about giving in to any gay temptation for months."
When asked if the switch had anything to do with the changing cultural tides, Cornell said, "Just drop it, okay? I'm serious. Sometimes Satan throws us challenges, but I am currently a happily married man who likes to barbecue and watch the game. I like beer, America, and God. And why are you so concerned with my past anyways? Maybe you're gay, huh? Ever think of that?"
At this point, the reporter began showing Cornell a picture of Target's 2019 post, which included a Target logo behind two men in bondage outfits with the caption, "It's bottom week at Target." To which Brian interrupted, "I already told you I'm not that guy anymore. You trying to make me slip? Is that what this is? Or did Dave send you? Because you know I have a restraining order against Dave because he tried to show up at my son's Little League game and make a scene. Or did Dave fail to mention that part?"
At this point, Cornell's wife walked in the room and said, "Brian, did I hear you talk about that homo Dave again?" To which Brian replied, "I told you he's out of our lives, okay? I'm a God-fearing man. Hey, why don't you reporters ever ask about when I celebrated Veterans Day or National Marriage Week?" At this point, the sound of what appeared to be a Grindr notification went off, and as both Cornell and the CNN reporter instinctively reached for their phones, Cornell's wife stormed out of the room muttering, "Delivered my ass."
Ryan Long has built a loyal and growing fan base, not by bending to the demands of political correctness, but by actively confronting them.
I had to pick between Elon and Trump. Like them both.
I don't like either. That's the pig we have in the White House right now. Marching on the 14th, by the way. Come.
14th of this month?
Oh, come on. You're supposed to be in touch.
Well, I thought the Pride was this month. I can't go to every parade.
On the 14th
Yes, I already got my ball gag.
is Flag Day.
Remove the L.
It is.
Or,
It's Flag Day.
Flag.
For a parade for his birthday. Which I will have my poster.
do you always have the pig poster?
Yes, but I have different ones. I have about 10 or 12 different ones.
You have 10 or 12 different Trump's a pig posters?
They don't all say the same thing.
I actually made a sign for the...
Pride Parade?
Yeah, and it said, "My behind is enter only."
I love it.
You know what I mean? Just to let them know.
I know exactly what it means. I
Yeah.
love it.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
A lot of condoms.
How many condoms would you bring, do you think, if you were me?
Several dozen.
Long's work stands out in the digital landscape because it feels engineered for viral relevance. His sketches are short, punchy, and concept-driven. They're not simply funny videos. They're satirical capsules of cultural critique.
Gay guys have the most sex, straight people have the second most, and then lesbians have the least sex at 0 sex because you need a place for sex. Well, I don't... You know, why when a girl eats out a girl, they call it sex, but then when I ate a girl out in high school and told all my friends I fucked her, everyone called me Ryan the Liar for the entire semester. Are you guys all pumped about the 6 female astronauts that went into space? Why are you booing? You don't think women should go to space? You have one of those old-fashioned opinions like, "Oh, if women are in space, who's making dinner?" Well, I'm not that type of comedian. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh, they probably tried to go to the moon and then they got lost because they can't read maps, ended up in You're looking at me probably thinking Jeff Bezos paid $500 million to get some peace and quiet. I'm not that type of comedian.
What makes Long's comedy particularly potent is his refusal to moralize. He doesn't tell the audience what to think. Instead, he points out absurdities and lets the hypocrisy speak for itself.
Just a couple questions about the Instagram story you posted. Apparently you're saying that people don't need Ozempic, they should just exercise and diet?
Is that a problem?
Oh, it's a big problem, because now you f***ing with my money! People that are depressed, you just said need sunlight and exercise? You got a death wish, kid?
Well, vitamin D helps
They need
with
Prozac and Zoloft, you f***! You wanna ever see your kids again?
Prozac and Zoloft. Got it.
And what do they need for insomnia, Mr. Anderson? Answer me!
Magnesium, maybe wake up at the same time every morning?
You know, I hope to fucking God you're joking right now. Look me in the eyes. I hope this is a joke because the answer is Ambien forever. I make one phone call. You don't see either of them.
I heard it's like fake sleep.
And you're gonna be real sleeping with the fishes if you don't change your tone, young man. We treat symptoms in this country. Now tell me there's a natural cure for anxiety and ADHD. No, I fucking dare you. I'm begging you.
I don't know, like meditation helps?
Wrong! The correct answer was Ativan and Xanax, bitch. Clean up!
In a saturated comedy world where many play it safe, Ryan Long has chosen the harder path, to challenge the audience without alienating them, to make fun of everyone while still being liked, and to stay consistent without becoming predictable.
On September 4th, 2006, while 72 hours into a freak-off, Diddy instructed me to lock hands with Family Matters star Reginald VelJohnson and yell "wee" as he slid through our legs on a lubed-up floor, gently grazing our balls with the back of his hand before double-bouncing 90s rapper Ja Rule onto my genitals by way of mini trampoline, completely knocking naked comedian Bruce off his lubed-up big-wheel bike. It was at this point Diddy yelled, "Hey Ja, quit hogging the grabbed me by my Velcro vest, stuck myself and rapper Paul Wall to the wheel of pleasure on the hotel wall, which Cassie stepped over Dustin Patrick Runnels' naked body to begin spinning while blasting circus music. As the wheel spun, I became unstuck and was knocked unconscious from the fall, only to wake up to Mr. Wall being instructed to retrieve his grill from my cavity while Diddy chanted "We gone fishing" into his megaphone. But as I attempted to stand up, still dizzy, I slipped on the lube, bumping one of the monitors displaying a video called to Cassie's now husband, and was instructed that my tenure at the Freak-Off had been terminated due to that infraction.
It was at this
His success is not just a win for anti-censorship comedy, it's proof that audiences still crave truth, even when it's uncomfortable, and especially when it's hilarious.
AI shopping app Nate has been exposed as their AI was actually just a room full of Filipino workers. But even more startling was the discovery that Nate CEO Albert Saniger himself was actually just 3 Filipino men in a trench coat.
Although Nate tried to downplay the controversy, evidence has suggested up to 90% of American technology is actually just a room full of Filipinos. Spotify Shuffle, Google Translate, even Tesla Autopilot, all rooms of Filipinos. Some reports suggest entire smart homes are being operated by a single Filipino family in Quezon City.
When questioned on the scandal, Filipino worker Ernie Reyes says that app isn't even scratching the surface of what we're controlling. And it's not just tech. Most ATM machines in this country are actually just empty boxes with a Filipino man inside dishing out 20s.
Perhaps most disturbing is the discovery that doll company Real Dolls were actually empty doll skins worn and operated by Filipino men. To which American politician Lindsey Graham responded, "Okay, that one I knew."
Ryan Long's comedy isn't about hate or division. It's about seeing clearly through the fog of social performance. And for anyone who feels like common sense has been outlawed, he might just be the voice they've been waiting to hear.
Have you ever meditated?
Jail.
What did you go to jail for? You know what?
That's what black people do. I did it.
What do black people? I don't know any stereotype about black people doing crimes. I think you're thinking of a different comedian. Are there stereotypes about black people that? Also, not my favorite city for this topic, but.
If you enjoyed this breakdown of Ryan Long's fearless comedy, don't forget to give this video a like. And if you want to see Ryan in action, be sure to check out his stand-up specials.